That sucks. Rampage, everybody. Rampage is directed by Brad Payton, stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and that's about it. Take my glasses off. Alright, so Rampage is a movie based on the old classic video game that we all know and love, the one where you play as the giant monster and you destroy buildings, smash, 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 except they've added a story to it. Awesome, right? So we want a video game movie. We want something where they're going to create stories and they're going to make the movie immersive and fun and actually give it a plot and a reason to be there. Not a 2-hour long film though, guys. I'm sorry. It's just this video game curse. It's just so hard to break. Maybe we should just keep video games as video games. I mean, obviously they have so much lore and so much they can go off of from the video game. But we've seen it with Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, and now Rampage, and it's just these last few spew of films. Actually, just the entire video game movie genre in general is just not working for it. But let's just go right into Rampage. The movie actually starts off pretty good. The premise of the story is fine. So the idea of the story and what they do from that aspect is fine. I loved the way that they showed and introduced the way that the creatures are becoming creatures. So they're giving us an origin story, which is great. But going further into the very end of the movie, we start to see things that aren't very realistic, and that's the problem where we have with these movies. And obviously they're video game movies, but they're trying to put them into the real world, and that aspect is the fact that we're seeing these normal humans who are supposed to have these superpower capabilities or video game capabilities. It's not something that we want to see. We want something that's realistic. That's why we go to see movies, because we want to see things that we may be able to do, but we are physically possible of doing, but are possible of doing by human beings. But we just don't see that in Rampage. Now let's talk about The Rock. So my cousin and I went to go see it with my cousin and my sister. We went to go see the movie, and afterwards we talked about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I'm telling you guys, he is a phenomenal actor. He's very good at his job. He knows what he's doing. He has so much experience from the WWE. He can act. He knows what to do. He's just not picking the right movies. It's like the same thing with like Zac Efron, who's an amazing actor. He's just not picking the right films, or his agent's not picking the right films. We can see him do a lot more. Like I mentioned John Cena in my Blockers review, but John Cena is for me, he's killing it. I'm loving the way that John Cena is able to portray his mask, his giant bulkiness, but then he's funny with it, and he can make that a thing. And The Rock, all he's doing, like there was a part in the movie where he was literally like, "Oh, I'm just gonna choke you out because I have a big arm. It's a big arm." It's in the trailer. But before the movie even started, we saw a trailer for Skyscraper, and during that trailer, I've seen the trailer so many times now, but when I saw it with my cousin, I was watching it with him, we both said this is just another Rock movie. It's just doing the same exact thing where he's this giant hero character, and like, why can't you just focus on a movie, dude? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, focus on one movie and you can make it fantastic. You have incredible skills, man. Just go out there and kill it. Now, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I'm gonna have to give it to him. He did a phenomenal job, I believe. He plays the cowboy, and I don't know if you can tell that in the trailer, but he plays the cowboy basically. And he was very reminiscent of the statesman from Kingsman, if you guys saw the second movie. But he has this western kind of tone to his voice, and he can portray that character very well. I want to see more things with that guy in there. The relationship between The Rock and Jeffrey Dean Morgan they were very smooth, and the banter back and forth were very fluid, and you can tell that it's this macho man going against another macho man, and that was the part partly added to the humor of the film. Now, there's one more person I do want to talk about. Was Naomi Harris. She plays Dr. Kate Caldwell in the film, and she was actually she was decent as an actor. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, actress. But she did a very good job, and I really enjoyed her dynamic with The Rock. You can tell that she was probably a little nervous to be in this film with this giant movie star, but she still was able to portray the role and make me believe that she knew what she was talking about and really wanted to help out George and everybody in the world. So that part, her acting skills were shown in this film, even though you have these giant movie stars in there as well, trying almost overshadowing her. But she was able to stand out into the light and be able to show off her skills there. So now, before the film even started, I had told my cousin that I really hope this movie is good, because I have mentioned it before, but just with these video game movies, I've been really wanting them to do good, and I thought Rampage was gonna break that mold, given that we're getting a story from it. But my cousin was talking about the CGI, and he was already expecting there to be bad CGI effects in there, and there was some. Now, the CGI wasn't terrible. The way that the monsters were able to look big and almost change, obviously you're gonna see some computer animated, some little flaws in there. But for the most part, you can tell that these were monsters, or they used to be animals. It was the part when they started to add in filters and things that would have happened if all of this destruction was happening is when it started to kind of fade out and looked a little bit more fake. And don't get me wrong, CGI is hard to do. I'm having hard enough trouble editing these videos. So I understand that it's difficult. I honestly don't think that a lot of the CGI effects they added in there were necessary. That was my biggest thing. Not my biggest thing, but that was a big point that I feel like they could have done with the CGI. Made the movie look a little bit better. In the end, everybody, Rampage, it's a popcorn flick. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie to go. You don't have to see this movie in the theaters. This is a movie I'd watch at home with my kids. I'd have some fun with that. Actually, I probably wouldn't watch it with my kids. There's some gnarly stuff in there. But overall, it was a fine film. It was good for what it was doing, and it may not have broken the video game film genre, but it's gonna make a lot of money. It's The Rock Johnson, and it's the biggest movie probably opening this weekend. We have Truth or Dare, which probably isn't gonna make a lot of money, and then we still have A Quiet Place out there. But when I went to go see it, those theaters were packed. So hopefully that movie is able to stay at least in number 2 for the weekend box office. But we'll see. Rampage is gonna be number 1 for sure. I'm estimating about $25 million this weekend, just because it's The Rock Johnson. And I mean, I know we're getting close to Infinity War coming up, but the theater was still packed when I went to go see it last night, and I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was able to reach at least $20 million. Now here's what I propose though. So The Rock, he's in a lot of movies, right guys? He's already been in at least 3 movies, if you want to count Jumanji, because that movie did carry over to this year. But he's been in at least 3 movies already this year, and he's going to be in a lot more coming out. Here's what I suggest, Rock. I want a Dwayne The Rock universe. So I want a Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I want it based on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he has this multiverse of The Rock Johnsons, and he's all like, yeah, and I got this tattoo from like, and this one from that one, you know? And he's in so many films, and it's like, you can do so much more. And now that we've had him in so many films, we can see a universe of The Rock. We can have Rock from Jumanji. We can have Dr. Finn, I forgot his name, the professor. And then we could have Moana. We could have Maui. And then we could have, Davis Okoye from this movie. And we could have a universe of The Rocks, guys. We can have a rock hard universe. This is going very far. Anyways, everybody, you don't need to go see this movie in theaters. Save your money for Infinity War. Get those tickets for that movie. That movie's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna see so much support. It's gonna be probably, I'm predicting it's gonna be the biggest box office opening we've had ever, and it's gonna top every single one up there. So don't go see Rampage in theaters. Wait for it to come out on DVD. If you guys want to go see a movie this weekend, go see A Quiet Place or Blockers if you haven't seen either of those movies yet. Or I guess you can go see Truth or Dare. Honestly, I didn't really think it was gonna be that good. But A Quiet Place and Blockers are both phenomenal films, greatly done, very original, and I really enjoyed those movies. So please go check those movies out if you want to go see a movie this weekend. But one thing I want to say about Rampage is that if Warner Brothers was smart, they would make a roller coaster ride on this movie, because some of the shots and the stunts that were in this movie would be great for a roller coaster ride and do so well at an amusement park. Universal, go buy that crap up. I would love to see a ride on this. Anyways, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and just rate this movie. It's going to be like a 5 out of 10. It's going to be a 5 out of 10. It's not even passing. I'm sorry, Rampage. You guys just didn't do it for me this time. But please, I want to see more of these video game movies. Hopefully we can make some good one eventually. We'll get there one day. I don't consider Ready Player One a video game movie, so don't say anything about that. But hopefully this movie can still make a lot of money, because we still need the support for all these films. And if the support's not coming from there, it can come from A Quiet Place and Blockers. I just want to see movies doing good, because this is a great year for film. And I'm so excited to see what's going to come out this year. But anyways, if you guys have seen Rampage, please let me know what you guys thought of the movie down in the comment section below. If you haven't seen Rampage, let me know if you guys want to go see it after seeing this review now. And don't forget to please like this video down below and subscribe to my channel. I gotta start separating those two. Follow my new Twitter at TheRealLife, life with the Y, and real and life are capitalized. That'll be down below as well. Instagram at YFNJoey. And don't forget to get me up on Facebook and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I'm posting, because I'm going to be posting a lot more because I got a lot of free time on my hands. So here we go, guys. Join me for this adventure, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.